now listening to the Queen's Table with Ja Indigo. Serving royalty on hyperadio.com.
Hey, what's happening? It's your girl, Ja Highness. You feel me? That's how I'm feeling today. It's the Queen's Table. It's hype-radio.com. And I'm here. I'm in here. I know we're a little late. I apologize. You know we on CP time. But we are here. And I got an awesome guest for you guys tonight. I have Shob in the building. What's happening?
Yarai. Whoa.
Yes.
Yee. What's happening? What's happening?
Man, I'm glad you finally made it, bruh.
Man, talk to me, sister. Talk. I'm in the Queen's Table. The Queen.
Yeah.
I made it over here, man. I'm sorry I'm late, y'all. So I'm here. What's up?
It's all good. It's all good. I definitely want to, first of all, thank everybody for tuning in on Facebook Live. We also got IG. Hey, y'all. Welcome to the Queen's Table. Like I said, tap in, tell a friend, peep game, because we about to go in tonight.
I mean, it's going to get real cutthroat-ish, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. You got the Queen's Table, and it's Cutthroat Radio. In case you didn't know. Yeah, so we done made it happen.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get into it. I want to go ahead first by letting everybody know exactly who you are. I've been putting, your name out there, Shob, but we're going to be honest, there's a lot of Shob out there.
Well,
so, who is Shob?
Well, let me break it down like this. I come from the country club crest side of Vallejo, California.
Right.
And it's one dude out there named Squeaky Rob.
Remember Squeaky Rob?
Okay,
yeah.
He is the first and original Shob of my hood,
yeah.
my ghetto.
Yeah.
And Nady G and a few others from the ST block pushed that name on me.
Okay.
Kind of called me Shob just cuz, you know what I mean? My name was, I guess, Rob, and what
not
I was doing.
Guess.
Yeah, not I guess.
Is Rob.
Yeah, my name is Rob. My name is Rob. Of course, my name is Rob, and they threw the Shob on there because they just seen how I was moving out there. You know what I mean? Like I was really dedicated to the hustle.
Okay.
And I was Shob with it. I would come, I had a pager. This one pagers and
yes.
and the Sprint phones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I had all of that. So, but we're gonna get into all that.
So you was real peasy.
I mean, I was okay. I was in the last stages of the dope era,
okay.
if you will.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Okay. All right. It makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. So, you kind of touched on where you're from, so we might as well get into that. And again, I want to just take a moment before we delve in. Thanks again for everybody that's tuned in to the Queen's Table. I see everybody there. I see the likes and loves. We appreciate that. If you're tuned in on the TuneIn app, thank you so much. Those that are on the go, on your phone. If you are listening to us on the World Wide Web, hype-radio.com, thank you. We appreciate you. We are international, baby. North, South, East, and West, and across the land. You understand?
C-U-T-T-A.
So definitely want to thank you. Let's go ahead and get into it. Like you said, you from the Crest, California. I know everybody from the Crest, very specific about Vallejo. You from the Crest.
Right.
All right.
So me being from that neighborhood, talking about the Shob thing, I just basically inherited that name and just took it to another level as far as what I wanted to express with that name. I came up with a little acronym. I call it Shaking Hoes, Obviously Broke.
Is that what Shob stand for?
That's what I got.
Okay.
That's what I came up with. You know what I mean? Because I was out there.
Damn.
Yeah, I was out there doing what I was doing, shucking and jiving. And you know when you out there talking fast and everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
You just inherit that gift of gab, that tongue,
right?
And that mentality. So that's what came out of the Shob for me. You know,
so you was pimping.
I was Chili Bowl counterfeit. I was Chili Bowl counterfeit. I wasn't all the way P. I'm gonna keep it 100 with my fans and the audience.
Okay.
I was Chili Bowl counterfeit. I come up a little, you know what I'm saying? And I had this one and that one, but it wasn't nothing like P status. It wasn't nothing, I ain't gonna claim the P.
Okay.
I'm not gonna claim the P.
Please don't tell me you wasn't tennis shoe pimping.
No, it wasn't nothing like that. I was coonie selling. I did an album.
Coonie selling.
I was coonie selling, y'all. Y'all remember that? I call it coonie selling. I was coonie selling. And what I was doing before I get into coonie selling, again, Shob, the whole Shob, the Crest thing, that was just given to me. I just want to clear that up. That was given to me from the neighborhood. I just thank God, I was able to come up with whatever I came up with and be slick about it. But the whole Pete thing was because of your brother. Again, I'm gonna touch into the Mac Dre thing.
Yeah, we'll get into that for sure.
But that was the whole influence. You know what I mean? Watching the Mac and watching American Pimp and all of that. Phil Mo Slim. I come from that ism.
Yeah.
you know, not all the way because I'm young, but you know,
Right.
I come from that ism. So,
Right.
you know, I seen, you know, the Filmos and all of that. You know, the War. I didn't see them, but I heard of the stories, the War brothers and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Max Julius and all of that. Like them was based on, you know, real events and real pimps and Max.
Right.
So.
And I know you've been graced with Filmo Slim. I already
mean,
know.
I didn't really get to meet him.
Okay.
I haven't had a chance to meet him physically, but
Okay.
you know, his ism actually, you know, touched my neighborhood.
Yes,
of course.
for sure.
You know what I mean? Of course, definitely.
Okay, so so growing up in the Crest, how did, because you rap and we didn't touch on what all he does, so I don't want to breeze over that. Let's go over what you actually do.
Well, okay, so transitioning from the street mentality and lifestyle, I put myself through college, and what I did was I went to culinary school.
Awesome.
And I transitioned from that mentality of you know, shucking and jiving, selling drugs, manipulating and all that, conning and all of that,
Right.
to you know, going down the straight path and coming over to the corporate America. And so I graduated culinary school in 2012. I had to say that slow because I wanted to make sure that the year was right.
Okay.
But yeah, 2012, from 2008 to 2012, hospitality management, culinary art.
Okay.
That's what I graduated. That was my associate of art degree.
Okay, so he does culinary,
Right.
and I got questions there because I want to know, how did you get into that?
My
But
grandma.
then, okay, Mama. Okay.
Grandma Thompson.
Okay.
Grandma Thompson from Simonton Street.
Yes.
Not only Grandma Thompson, but Grandma Nelson
Yes.
and the Nelson family.
Rest in peace.
Right. Rest in
Yes,
peace to
to
both of
Grandma
them.
Nelson.
Rest in
Yes.
peace to both of them. We're gonna touch into all of that, but that's where I get it from, the cooking thing.
Okay.
The cooking thing.
So he does culinary. All right. Now, what else do you do?
I consider myself a rapper.
Okay. You consider yourself a rapper. Your peers consider you a rapper?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
do you hesitate?
Because
though?
when I dropped Cooney Cellar, the Cooney Cellar project didn't take off the way I wanted to.
Okay, first of all, I had somebody ask, what is Cooney?
It means pussy, vagina.
Okay.
Excuse me if I don't want to be too raw.
Okay. Now, did you come up with this word, or is this something that
No,
came
it's
down
actually
from
pig
Canada?
Latin. It's actually pig Latin. Yeah, it's
yes.
actually pig Latin.
I remember pig Latin.
It's actually
yes.
pig Latin. So it deprives from vagina or a woman's private parts.
The Cooney cat.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Coochie,
Yeah.
from coochie and all of the words that you describe a woman's private part. All of that.
Yeah.
I used the word Cooney, and then when I put it into the music and was out there shucking and jiving in the streets,
Yeah.
Cooney, I was robbing hoes and sending them back to their pimps, bro. So that's what.
Boy, you lucky you made it out alive.
Right.
Like, for real.
Right,
Because real pimping ain't really going for that shit.
Right.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I was. That's
Okay.
That's why the Shob Rob thing. The Shob Rob thing.
So
anyway.
you blessed to be here. So culinary,
She's crazy.
culinary. He considers himself a rapper.
Well, and I want to touch base real quick. Shout out to Doobie for this. For so long in the neighborhood, I was trying to get on with THI Double, Rump Records, all of that stuff.
Okay.
And it wasn't my time.
Okay. It is all about time.
It's all about time in the music industry.
Yeah.
I was struggling with breaking through as an artist.
Yes.
But they had me there promoting. I was everywhere for Drake. I was all over everywhere.
Right.
I had posters, flyers, stickers, you name it.
Right.
I had it CDs
Yeah.
by the box.
Right.
And Kilo had me.
You was on a promo team.
I was the head of promo team.
Okay.
As quiet as it's kept, didn't nobody give me that title, but I took the title because I was the one doing. The police called because I put posters up at gas stations and shit. Right. I'm the one that we went to jail. Now this is just me and JD's. We went to jail and because I was the one that was posters everywhere everywhere. Okay. But anyway, that's another story.
Okay, so he does culinary, he does rap, and then is there another?
I am a full, half studio over there right now, and a podcast, Cutthroat Radio Podcast.
He definitely has Cutthroat Radio Podcast. Yes, indeed.
I built a radio station from ground up. I'm still working on it. It's still some kinks in it. I'm still working out the bugs as far as building and doing interviews and things of that nature because I'm just learning the business.
Yeah.
But I do have merch. I do have artists that come through. I do have special guests like yourself. She came through and blessed my thing. She actually was my second interview. It was my second interview, and you came and blessed me. So that was something. That was something. My fans still compliment and talk about today. Like they like, man, you really, how do you get her over there and she doing what she do? And I was like, well,
Hey, don't worry about how he connected.
But it happened. It happened. So.
Okay, so you got your podcast, you do your rap thing, you got your culinary thing. Is there any hidden talent that we might need to bring up right now? Are you doing any acting or anything like that as well?
It's funny you say that. I do have a Gourmet Good Grubs TV show.
Yes, I was going to ask you about that.
I'm
what are
working
you
on a
doing
TV show.
with that?
I'm working on a TV show. I'm in production right now. We shot a scene. I shot a scene. Deboning and making a risotto. Deboning a chicken and making a risotto. I did that months ago. I just wanted to get it out there to because we are in production. I'm in production with it. Okay. It's just I'm octopus right now. I'm doing everything myself.
Yeah.
Nobody and no money is coming from nowhere beside me and my hard work. So so a lot of the production behind it is slow right now. I'm trying to find a location to do my thing.
Yeah.
I got a lot going on with Gourmet Good Grubs, catering and all of that. So
yeah, that's a lot. It is a lot getting all of these off the ground. But here's the thing: if you don't jump off the porch, or you don't jump in, and sometimes you're jumping in 6 feet. If you don't do it, you'll never do it.
Right. So
you gotta get in there, and sometimes you're doing multiple things till you find that thing that just work. You network. You can't be afraid to get out there, ask the questions, get in the trenches, and make it happen. If that's what you really want to do. And this guy over here, it's quite obvious this is what he wants to do.
I mean, I show it day in, day out, man.
Yes, yes.
I do it.
So, how long have you been in music? Because we talked about you had the Cooney project. This was your first project.
My first solo project that I did.
Okay.
It was in 2006. I dropped it around November, just before, I think after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And it was the 28th of November, as a matter of fact.
Ah.
And I remember getting the 1,000 copies in boxes, and
Yeah.
the UPS truck dropped it off in front of the house, and I was like, "Oh, I'm in it!" Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? And I was like, ready to go. Like,
exciting.
and we got the CDs damn near 8 o'clock at night, but I took the CDs and was like, "Let me get my core. I'm gone.
Yes.
Fuck y'all at the house. Y'all
Yes.
tripping. I got an album."
Right, your product. Your
You know what
product
I mean?
is here. Oh, no. So, I got to pause for a moment because, unfortunately, we disconnected from Facebook Live. So, I'm going to continue on. I don't know how it happened, you know, but things happen. They ain't going to stop no show.
Nah. We don't stop no show.
I want to...
We at the Queen's table.
Yes, indeed.
The Queen.
And we must press on.
Yeah.
So we'll get back on for those that are listening to us via Facebook Live. If you're looking or listening,
I want to talk about the Crest a little bit.
we are going to talk about that for sure.
I definitely want to talk about the Crest because I got him watching, so I definitely want to touch base.
Yeah, okay, well let's talk about because I asked you where you're from, so hey, let's go ahead and get into it. What was it like growing up in Crestside, California?
A lot of the stuff that we did growing up in the Crest, I want to just say the phrase your brother had put out there. The Crest is got me crazy, but I love the way it raised me. It was love and unity, and it's still that way. I don't want to throw any like salt or anything like that, but it feel like all the deaths and all the murders and things like that where we at now. It's just hard and coping with stuff. But back in the day, growing up in the Crest, fire hydrants in the summertime, we used to throw the fire hydrants on. Water fights with the super soaker water balloons, all of that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? We had big events at the park, Thanksgiving football.
Yeah.
I mean, all the cuddies from the old to little was out there. We used to have a good time.
Right.
It used to be fun growing up in the Crest.
I know.
We used to have
I'm
a
not
good time.
from the Crest, but I have family. My auntie Annie Green on Round Street. I got a lot of cousins.
Right.
My mom, she dated the Landers for years and years. Shout out to Billy Landers. That's like my stepdad. You know what I'm saying? So, and of course, yes, and of course my niece, and I got family just all around the Crest. So I know the culture. I've been there. I was able to partake in all those things. So when I say I feel you, I do remember. I remember the family. I remember the unity. I remember how it was.
Like we used to go to the video arcade, Video Express, Mr. Jones right there, and play Super Sprint and all of that. Like them memories come back. I could just pick them out of my head.
And wish it was still the same.
Kinda. You know what I mean? Like kinda. We can evolve to a better place, but I wish we still had that unity to where I could reach out and say what's up. It's different now. It's different now. But the Super Sprint, the Yogurt Plus, the Pizza Kings, the Hot Link sandwiches. Hain barbecuing at the park. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of bad, but the dice games. It was dice games on every corner.
Right.
I walked to Elsa Wiedemann, and I mean, you could pick up $5. The wind blew $5 up. You just pick the motherfucker up, put it in you, and just keep going.
Right.
So many people out there shooting dice, and I knew all of them too. This is the thing. I should have been in school. I should have been my ass.
Well, we're back on live, Facebook Live. I thank those that are tuned back in. Hopefully, we can get all our numbers back up. Like I said, tap in, tell a friend, peep gang. We are here. It's your girl, Jaja. Hey, Ja Highness, baby. And I got Cutthroat Podcast. I got Shob Rob in the building. And we are picking up from where we left off, you guys. You ain't missed too much off of the live. But we were talking about the Crest and growing up in the Crest. Is the neighborhood that he was raised in. And we were just talking about the unity and how it used to be. The Crest is taking a lot of hits.
Yes.
From murders and people passing on.
Yes,
a lot of the staples of the Crest have, gone on. So I'm going to go ahead and let you pick up, from where you grew up. And how has that actually impacted your music and impacted, what you're pursuing now, your entrepreneurship?
Well, I mean, growing up specifically on Simonton Street, that specific street when I was growing up was quiet. It was like the grandfather, grandma type of street. You know what I mean? So you didn't go down that street and like cause mischief and everything. So I was raised around older people.
Yes.
Elders. My elders was already in their 50s, when I was coming up. So I would see them play Yahtzee. I would see them, all type of stuff that they was doing out there on Simonton Street. And when I was able to, actually leave the block, we had already living in the middle of Simonton Street, directly across from the Nelsons. We moved up on the corner, Gateway and Simonton. Okay. So we was right there on that corner, and I'm talking about it was traffic. Oh yeah. Heavy traffic around the time growing up. So I inherited when my uncles and aunties went on to the state penitentiary or federal, all of that. Kilo and all that happened. Right. I'm on Simon, a gold mine. It's a gold mine. Yeah. It's a gold mine. And the Cuddies, I brought the Cuddies in, my little crew, we called ourselves the Rungalo. When I first jumped in, I used to sell fake blow. I used to sell candle wax, lemon head, and a little bit of powder mixed in it, Novocaine. I'm giving y'all the recipe. I called it Rungalo. You
are really blessed to still be here.
Yeah.
Your ass is shiesty. He's janky Cuddy, right?
Yeah, I was one of, and I sold lemon heads and foil. I did all type of shit. I was out there hustling.
And you was getting it off?
I got it off. I used to Taper Street. Don't you motherfuckers know what I'm talking about. I was on Taper Street with my back on the concrete, 4 o'clock in the morning, with fake blow on me trying to get it off.
I can't stand him.
Yes, I was.
I can't stand.
Yes, I was.
And so
my grandma, Miss Thompson, didn't know where I was at. By the time I came in the house, as soon as the door opened, she right there at the door, bow, hit me.
Yeah, she should have.
Kicked my head off, but I had all type of money in my pocket, ready to go. Ready to go.
No guidance. I can't handle it.
I was a Rungalo king.
So how did that cap off? How did you stop doing that?
Phoebe Snow. Rest in peace to Phoebe Snow.
Rest in peace.
Aaron. He took me under his wing. He got a hold of me on Kemper Street. I was grinding on Kemper. I had no business on Kemper. Right. I had no business on Kemper.
But your felonious assault.
Right. And I'm on there, and the Cuddy, I smoked weed. I bought some weed from him. Yeah. And he was, rolled it up or whatever. And this when I was young. 13, 14. I'm 37 now, just so y'all know. Or 38, excuse me.
Okay.
I don't know.
It happens when you're in your 30 though, because I forget how old I am too.
Right. And I'm sitting there with the Cuddy, rest in peace again. And he, he was like, he was like, nigga, what you got? Yeah. What you doing? Yeah. Why you out here? Right. Like the OG Cuddies would do. Right. And I'm like, nigga, I'm getting it. Right. I'm on mine. Nigga, fuck that. I'm gonna get mine, right? Man, the Cuddy just know that is not finna fly. Hell no. Right. And he was like, whatever you doing, stop.
This nigga got drywall and
yes, I do. Yes, I do. Right. The Cuddy pulled me. We went to Motel 6 right there on Fairgrounds. Yeah. He busted down a 50 pop for me.
So since you want to do this,
he gave me the game. Right. He gave me the game. I'm giving y'all some real shit. He gave me the game. He busted down a 50 pop for me. And it was 5 rocks. And he was like, take this, and gave me a quarter, 50 or eighth of weed. But he made me bag the weed, or we bagged the weed right there. He showed me how to bag the weed. And it was like 7 bags of weed. And he was like, do your thing. Like, now go out.
Right.
I'm not gonna say what all he said, but you know, and paraphrasing, do your thing.
Right.
And man, ever since
and the dope fiends was fucking with you because I know when they got
no.
they
Here's the thing.
realized that you had served them some bunk.
No. Here, let me give you this. I had to run. I had to run.
Nigga,
now,
look, straight bunkola.
Don't get the story twisted. I had to run. Okay. Now I didn't have to run like that because I did mix it a little bit. Like it was a little bit of blow in it. It just wasn't a lot of blow in it. The bass wasn't all the way there, but it was some there. But I had to run. But it was the 4 o'clock in the morning.
Your ass done probably served some of my uncles.
I hope to God.
My Lord.
Lord, please forgive me for the shit I used to do. And I never got caught for that. I got caught for possession of marijuana for sale, and that sent me to Faust. That sent me to Faust. But I'm going to get into that. Anyway, so 4 o'clock in the morning, dope fiends come, at the time, you know, dope fiends like white men that would come through, wanting crack and all that, they on their way to work and shit like that, they not finna sit, and I got a lot of product.
Yeah.
So it's looking like it.
Right, they coming to the crest.
They just, that's it. I'm on taper. We're, you know, 2 T's ain't even home yet.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, all of that.
Happy birthday, Tata.
Shout out Tata and all that. Mama D and all that ain't even, none of that.
Right.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Motherfuckers asleep.
Yeah.
My
you
stupid.
Getting this money.
I don't know how I knew it. I'm in between 2 cars. Nigga, 4 o'clock in the morning. I used to crack. Anyway, so, you know, Feed put me on, and that's what started my whole transition from selling Rungalow. That crew I had kind of started. We called it Rungalow, and we went from that to, you know, the Lemon Heads Candle Wax to actually, you know, going into the game because again the Cuddy put me on, and I took that and ran with it. So I started going to buy stuff on Amelia Street.
Well, let me ask you one question even better, and I'm sure y'all want to know why. What was so compelling to you that you wanted to sell dope?
It wasn't compelling. My grandma didn't supply everything that I wanted in life.
Okay, the
at
dope
the time.
clothes, shoes,
You know, I wanted every time I went to school. Yeah, I mean,
the beeper.
Well, the beeper thing was something else. I'm talking about like the Nike Cortezes and ball court Reeboks.
Yeah.
I don't have a parent. My parent is my grandma.
Right.
So my grandma didn't look at me as her son.
Grandma wasn't buying anyway.
Not like
Grandma
that.
was not buying that. My granny wasn't either.
She just wanted to make sure we had food and a roof over our house, and nigga, the toilet running, the lights is on. Nike Cortez. See, we got the XJ900s. We got the XJ9. Man, listen, I'm telling you, we had 4 stripes on them fucking Adidas.
Yep.
It wasn't goddamn 3.
Man,
okay.
I had them.
The XJ900, we had the Reeboks, but they wasn't Reeboks. They just lit up.
Right.
They didn't even have the Reebok on them.
So it was because of the struggle basically, and wanting to have nice things.
Right, yeah. Because all the Cuddies, you know, I don't want to name no names, but all the Cuddies going to El Sweetie, at the time, they wearing all that.
I know.
Looking.
I was there.
You know, yeah, Mom's and them bringing them burger. I don't want to say the nigga name, but the nigga know Mom's bringing these Burger King and McDonald's them chicken sandwiches. Nigga wanted some of that shit.
Right.
I'm eating free lunch. Nigga.
Yep. Okay, so that's what got you into the hustle.
Yeah, the struggle.
All right, so now I do know, you talked about your granny raising you. Now I do know, because my family knows your family quite well.
Very well.
So I know that your mom had passed on.
Yeah.
And I know you lost your brother as well. Rest in peace to both of them. Because my dad was close friends with your mom.
Yeah.
And I went to school with PJ. That was my dog.
Yeah.
So that kind of leads into you being on your own and trying to make it happen for yourself.
Right.
How did that impact you, and how did that play a part in what you're doing today as well?
Well, Grandma lost the house on Simon Street. She lost the house when I was 15, going into 16.
Oh no.
She lost the house, and we had to move directly across the street. But it used to be Tim and Mike, Marcus, and Rico and them, the Garments. They used to live right across the street from us, but they had moved, and there was another family. So they basically let us just stay there until we figured it out. And we didn't never figure it out.
Yeah.
It was it. That was it. We was in the streets right there.
Yeah.
That was the beginning of being in the real streets. When my grandma passed on.
And how long was that from when your mom passed?
Oh, shit. That was like, I want to say 20-something odd years.
Okay. Because you were a little boy when your mom
I was
passed.
5 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. Going into 6. When Mom's got raped and murdered and tossed out of a moving vehicle. I just want to physically say that because a lot of people don't know what really transpired from that. A lot of people just going off of what the paper said. The paper said she was found on the side of the road in Fairfield at the exit going to the mall. No, my mom was actually dealing with a man that beat her, raped her, tossed her out of the car, and left her right where she was when they found her. So that's the real story behind that.
And that's so devastating and so sad. And I remember as a young girl, because my mom knew your mom as well.
Right.
And my mom actually used to tell me the story. I didn't know that was your mom, but she used to always tell me that, just being careful in the streets, because she would talk about this happened to her friend. Yeah. And I never, later down the line, I realized that was your mom.
Yeah, that was
us. I heard that story as a little girl. That was her way of making sure I was, being careful.
Yeah, and at the time, because, when we grew up in the 80s or in the 90s, the Zodiac Killer was still around.
Yeah.
So what we thought, maybe
it was a Zodiac Killer. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that the way the story went, it was a random murder, or the way they pitched it. My auntie Jacqueline Cott, shout out to Jacqueline. She sat me down with a newspaper clip, the one I sent to you. Yeah. And I read the newspaper. I said, I already knew this. Auntie, what? She was like, that ain't what happened, Rob. And that's why I came out and spoke on what really happened on my live stream over there, my thing. And then I spoke on my daughter. I lost my daughter as well in 2016. So it's been 4 years. I've been dealing with it, and it just, sometimes I can sleep, sometimes I can't. But from 1989 to 2016, I have lost my mom, my grandma, my dad, my brother, my daughter. Yeah. Like everything, and then in between, Dre, Mike, Spicy Mike, Chinese Mike, all the list of, the Cuddies. Yeah. So it's just been really painful for me. It's a different numbness. Like I'm in so much fucking pain now. It's to the point where I'm just like, anytime somebody speak on my name in a negative way, I can't give you that energy. Yep. I can't even give you that energy.
I absolutely.
Because it's a waste of my energy.
It totally is. It totally is.
It's a waste of my energy because they try to drill you in with certain stuff, especially social media. Yeah.
You can't really pay no mind. You got to do what you come to do, like with your podcast or promote your stuff. And get on. And you really can't scroll because you got the trolls. Yeah. My co-host was talking about that a little earlier about that. You can't spend a lot of time on social media liking and reading as much as you would like to. Right. And I had to say, I thank you guys for tuning in to the Queen's Table. I try to keep this entertaining, insightful, bringing you music and some content here. So I appreciate you guys even stopping and pausing and listening to the videos consistently. I thank you, because with me, I try to, do my likes and my loves and all of that, but I can't, because that energy that's out there, you know what I'm saying? I can't absorb that. No. So I try to keep it very positive. Yeah. I browse quickly.
And you do.
And I got to go on about my business. I can't let that take over my day.
I read a lot of the stuff that you post out there, and it helps me get through some of my days. You know what I mean? Like, because I feed off of that. I do. I'm not even going to shit you. I read a lot of stuff that, because I'm in the same, like I do the things that business that you do. So I just want to keep my mind surrounded around that mentality. Yes, because you can get wrapped up into the social media thing and drugged down and allowed to people to rent mental space in your hotel up there, your mental hotel. And I try to keep that to the side. But anyway,
So here's what I want to do, though, because they all know that when they come to the Queen's Table, you're going to get a great interview, but you're also going to get some new music. So I want to get into that, and we'll pick up, more on some conversation, some personal conversation with Shob Rob. But here's what I like to do is kind of talk about your project a bit. I do want to know who's your musical inspiration first and foremost.
A lot of them. Mac Dre in my neighborhood, first and foremost. Mike Robinson, we call him the Mac. Yeah. He was the first inspiration for me. Hearing his vocals on the 4-track back in the day, and busting his rhymes and all of that, talking about how he was in the county jail and minimum practice. Ooh, I'm at this. All of the way he did all his poise and deliverance and everything. Right. That was it for me. Yeah. And then going into Mac Dre. I was there at California Living video shoot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was there at T.Y. Uzi's, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. With the record store right there at the Yoker Plus. I was there. I am a Crest kid. Yes. So, you know what I'm saying? That Dre.
Excited you.
Oh, man. Walking down the street. I don't mean to get up, but walking down the street with Dre, nigga, doing the California. You a little nigga.
Fired up.
You fired up. Like, I'm there. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Coolio the Underdog. Doobie. You know what I'm saying? Reek Daddy. Rest in peace, Reek Daddy. Shout out Reek Daddy. These are artists that coming up in the Crest. Bebe's Kids was Coolio the Underdog. Reek Daddy, he had Fresh Off the Boat too. You know what I'm saying? We got a long list of your brother Mac Dre, and a lot of his music definitely influenced. But coming out of the Crest, Bone Thugs and Harmony. That's where I get my the rap fast thing. Okay. Twister and all of them. Listening to all of them. You know what I'm saying? crucial conflict, even though they gone and ain't here no more. Hey, in the middle of the bar.
I was singing that earlier. Was I not just singing that earlier today?
Yeah.
He ain't paying me no mind.
You know what I'm saying?
I was just singing that song earlier today. Yeah, we used to smoke on Hey in the early 2000s.
Get out.
You know, we ain't proud.
Yeah, get out. Well, 2000, I was smoking, zaps. I was
smoking. On grapes.
I was, listen.
Hey, well, sometimes it was hard. You feel me?
Yeah. I was smoking Bammer back in the day with Greggy Boo Boo in College Park. We used to go to College Park and Greggy Boo Boo. Right. We used to go to Greggy Boo Papa, shout out to Papa and the whole 32WH over there, Markel Wallace and all that. We used to go to College Park and get the Greggy Boo Boo.
Yes.
Yep, definitely.
Okay.
But, back to the influence of music, and not only those type of mentalities, but singing. R&B, listening to a bunch of R&B to get the harmonize down. Yeah. To hit the harmonize.
What you talking about harmonize? So you sing?
I harmonize.
Okay, that's
I'm not even gonna go into the sing thing.
So you're a background singer?
No, I'm not even a background singer. I bring it to the forefront, but I just don't go Chris Brown or what's the nigga name? Trey Songz. You know,
okay.
I can do a Drake, a knockoff Drake.
Okay.
I can knock you off.
So, is that what we're going to be hearing?
Chef Shob is a little bit of mix of all of what I'm doing now with my music. Talking about what I'm doing as far as the culinary thing, adding a little bit of the harmonize in there, punchline, metaphor, poise, just, entertaining you with something different.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get into the music while I got the viewers here listening. The first song we're going to go, because we got two. We got Gas, and we got the So Crush Challenge.
The So Crush Challenge, again, Doobie, shout out. My neighborhood was very, very critical. And I hope that's a word. I just made it up. We just ebonically made that up. Flow with me now. Right. So Doobie come home from the feds. Shout out to Doobie. He pitched the idea to like 5 of us. Okay. I was one of the 5th out of the 5. I was one of the 5th. I was one out of the 5.
We know what you're talking about.
So when I got it, it was audio. I listened and immediately grabbed a piece of paper. I'm so crushed and did what I said, whatever I said at the beginning. Okay. I did a whole 16, but he cut 8 of the bars.
Okay.
He said,
no. How you felt about that?
I immediately was like, let me get back to the kitchen. I don't mean to walk out of the thing, but I was like, ooh, let me get back to the kitchen.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't mind when a motherfucker critique my shit because I want to get it right.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, ooh, let me go back to the kitchen.
Okay.
I go back to the kitchen. I wrote the rest of the 8. That's it. Boom. Let's go.
Okay.
Doobie gave me a shot to present this to not just like a global thing or to the world, but it was more so because my neighborhood really pointed the finger at Shob Rob. Like, is this motherfucker gonna carry the weight? Can he hold it down with the music shit? They all not saying they went against me, but just was like, we don't know about Shob Rob.
Oh no.
Not in a negative light. They just never, because the Kweens seller thing didn't go nowhere.
Right.
So they
thought it was a joke.
They thought I was playing.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and get into the So Crush Challenge. We're gonna go ahead and do that first.
Let's do it.
So he kind of gave us the intro and the background. You guys go ahead and get ready. We're gonna go ahead and drop the So Crush Challenge. We got Shob Rob in the building. New music. You heard it here, actually on radio first. Hype-radio.com. It's the Queen's Table. We're gonna go ahead and get into it.
Challenge right here, y'all.
Yeah, I'm so crashed. 3 C's down, had to do mine. The Thompson family slid up in this. Check me out. You know, 60 plus years. Yeah, and I'm the representative for us. Listen, Simonton Street. Listen. I'm from the place you don't visit, man. Pull up in a black sedan. Cuddy jump out, hit the spot, quickly get the grand. Sticking to the script, get the grip. Nigga, that's the plan. Niggas get caught, no snitch, never take the stand. My block Simonton Gateway. Those streets I ran, hard, white, or soft. I used to be a candy man, didn't use a bank. In the shoebox with the rubber band, posted on the corner with the burner in my other hand. Dope to the death of me, crest side like a ninja clan. Ask Bugatti or you can ask my other cousin Sam. You can ask Bobby or get the word from my Uncle Dan.
verse tatted on my hand.
Add a little beat with the flow, now you my biggest fan. I'ma sell the streets like it's low, no you can't stop the wind. Or we going shoot, but I'm rated up at the highest end. Add a little shot to the bop because I'm the perfect blend. I'm so crest, had to knuckle up and beat dudes. Swell your face up like you're allergic to seafood. Cutties on your chest, that shit started back in preschool. No aliens in the crest, you guppies better be cool. Yogurt plus Pizza Kings, can't forget Mr. C. Pickles, barbecue, Pack Jack, and Old Taste and See. Burger King got robbed, hit a lick for the bucks. Back when the substation got blew the fuck up. Man, I'm so pressed, and we deep like the Zulu. Folk any static clock, a nigga make you cuckoo. Make you piss yourself, 38 or make you doo-doo. I ride for my hood like the little cutty choo-choo. Rest in peace, Dutter Man, Quarter Key, and my cousin Nunu. Even though they gone, we connected like a Bluetooth. Nehemiah Strong, right, the police have to shoot you. They justified the shot, but we know that shit was boo-boo. Red feed and choo-choo, real blood, no sue-woo. Can't forget Freddy, won't cry, no boo-hoo. All about Fetty, my pride will shoot too. Smashing in the Chevy, I hit you with the voodoo. It's Crest in this bitch, we ain't taking no losses. From the north of Vallejo, man, you fucking with bosses. Bitch broke with no mayo, then get the fuck out of office. We ain't fucking you bitch if you ain't paying for sausage. I'm a goddamn cutty, I'm going to the grave with it. Call me Rally Roundhead, or like my Uncle Hayne did it. I'ma pull the strap out and go upside your brain with it. I'ma make you tap out, and they gon' say Jermaine did it. Chinese Mike, Carl Berry, just to name a few. We all stick together and we crazy like that glue. Crest California, and it's time we coming new. The next generation, and you know I slid through. Cut though, nigga.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I felt like I gave my Crest era.
You did.
You know what I'm saying? I talked about high points of what happened in my era.
Right. Right.
And even a little bit about before my era, if you paid attention to some of the shit.
Right. Definitely love how you gave the shots out. It's so sad that there's so many soldiers that's been taken
From the shit.
Oh my goodness, and so many of them that I knew, went to school with, you seen in passing, relatives, cousins of cousins. It's just crazy.
And I tried to give you something different versus everybody else's So Crest, because they was talking about certain things.
Yeah.
I just wanted to give you the Crest. I wanted to tell you about the Crest.
Love and unity.
Yeah.
Actually, that's what I kind of.
Yeah.
I got
From that verse. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. So again, I want to thank everybody for tuned in. That is tuned in to the Queen's Table. It's hype-radio.com. It's your girl Ja, Your Highness, and I got Rob in the building.
And CUTTHOAT. You easy.
Yes. We just heard the So Crest Challenge by Rob. So let me ask you this: what is the creative process like for you? It sounds like you're a writer because you talked about going back into the kitchen, or do you do freestyle?
I do both, but I'm more of a writer.
Okay.
I come up with a lot of my stuff on pen and paper. I'm old school.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do the phone. I sit there with the phone and do this all day trying to. No, I sit there with my pen. I scribble, scrabble, scratch out. You know, all of that. I even number my bars. You know what I'm saying? I do 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, and that's 8. You know what I'm saying? So I do. You know.
So now, as far as project goes, now the So Crest Challenge, that's a whole separate thing. Now you brought us a song that's Gas, and we kind of heard a little smidget of it. Now, is this a project that is already released? You're releasing? It's an EP, a single?
I'm working
on
something. I call it straight business. I don't have a full, complete project for this.
Okay.
I just have songs.
You're just doing singles.
I'm doing singles right now.
Okay.
The buzz came from the So Crest Challenge because, again, Suge reached out and he gave me a spotlight. He was like, "You either gonna, sink or swim." Mm-hmm. I was able to pull through from that, and from there, my buzz has been going. You know what I'm saying? To just keep. I've always been continuous with my music. Like I even though my neighborhood wasn't, always supportive with that until the Crest Challenge, I always did it. I kept doing it. I kept writing. I kept talking about, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And just getting my skills together.
Because it's therapy for you. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So regardless of what anybody
Any
has
support,
to say,
it was just
support, it's a therapy.
Yeah.
It's a way of a release, and you've been through a lot.
Oh man, I'm traumatized, but you never know because of the way I play so much.
See, and not only that, and I think the music, for you to continue and stick to that, fuck what everybody got to say about your talent, your craft, or whatever. This is a release for you. This is a way to keep you sane. Yeah. Whether it's through your cooking or it's through your
I use all
music.
of them. I use them all as an outlet.
So I definitely applaud you, and I have to give you your flowers while you're here because knowing what your story is and what you come from, and it's just you.
Yeah.
It's just you that's still standing. I'm sure you got your aunts and things like that, but as far as your lineage,
it's me.
As far as your lineage, you are the one still standing. So you got your family, you know what I'm saying, on your shoulders, and you gotta, you know, bring it home.
I carry it away.
You carry the torch. So they're proud looking down at you. So fuck what a hater gotta say.
Right.
Keep on, you know, pursuing what you're doing. Like I said, I'm giving you flowers while you're here, because you probably don't hear that a lot. Because we get the haters and the naysayers and things like that don't understand what your passion and your drive is.
Right.
They won't ever
until
you reach, you reach a plateau, you reach a mark, and then that's when people want to appreciate and applaud you. You know. So I just had to say that real quick.
I appreciate that, Josh.
You're very welcome, and I sincerely mean that.
Much love.
Now, as far as the game goes, you got a lot of replicas. There's got a lot of people that's coming up under, well, you know, did have a lot of people coming up under the reins. What makes you stand out, and what makes you different? What do you think that you're bringing that's different than what everybody else was bringing to the table?
I'm a chef.
You right about that?
Nobody on the label has ever did anything I'm doing as far as cooking and mixing the cooking with the food or as music.
And I just gotta pause for the cause. You gotta do a podcast with your chef, with your cooking, with your culinary skills, showing us the skills, and you gotta have your music playing behind that, because you got a song as this Chef RD. It just seems like it's the perfect situation for you to present your food.
Yeah, definitely. I actually got Steve D had did a jingle for me too.
A jingle?
Yeah, he did a jingle for me. Steve D did a beat and a jingle for me. Cook for you, and you know I got the thing over there, so I'm gonna use that and the chef song on some stuff.
So we can expect that to come.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, all right.
Chef Shob RD is a character I came up with in 2008. I got to culinary school, becoming a chef, and the rest is history after that. But I was at American River College. I graduated from American River College out here in Sacramento, right there in the north. And what happened was, I was at school, tossing and turning, you know, because I'm like, damn, I got the music. I'm still doing the music. I can talk about this food shit because ain't nobody ever did it. Like the light came on my head, and then I did a lightweight performance, if you will, in front of my class. I called it the song. Let me just remember the song real quick. Look at Me Now.
Okay.
I did a song called Look at Me Now, or I wrote a song called Look at Me Now, and I performed that in front of the class of that day. Yeah. And they was onto it. You know, they was feeling it because I was talking from the heart on the song. I was telling about, you know, how I came from this and where I'm at now. Yeah. Look at Me Now. So that is where I created Chef Shob RD. Okay. That day.
Okay. Only made sense.
That day. I walked out the classroom and I kept saying, man, I gotta come up with a name. This shit is dope. Yeah. And I was feeling it. And I kept saying, my name's Shob, Chef, and RD. Because the Chef Boyardee thing.
Right. I got it.
So, I mean, but for those that didn't know, they was like, what? Chef what?
Right.
What? I'm like, dude, Chef Boyardee. You stupid motherfucker.
Right. Ravioli, SpaghettiOs.
Good God Almighty. Do I gotta draw it on a goddamn piece of paper?
Right.
So anyway, yeah, that's where the name came up, and you know, ever since then I've been saying Chef Shob RD. Then I did a project, independent solo project that I did on the street. I didn't even really put no promotion behind it. I called it 3-course meal, and I talked about after your brother. It was a song called Last of It. Okay, Doobie did a project called Last of It Doesn't Breathe. Okay, yeah. He go to the feds. Yeah. I cooked in the lab and came up with a song called Last of It Doesn't Breathe. A song. I'm just going to tell it, you know, whatever. And I talked to Suge about this, so I'm able to say this. So I wrote the song, I am the last of it doesn't breathe. I did the song. And I talked about, you know, your brother and some other stuff or whatever. And man, that's kind of where, you know, a lot of the influence, you know, as far as the music come from, you know, snatching pieces from Doobie, in school, doing everything to come up with the Chef Shob RD song. That all transpired to what I'm doing now. I wanted to break away from all of that and did the Chef Shob RD song. It's nothing out there like that.
No, it isn't. Quite honestly, I heard it today, and it is very unique to what you're doing. It's telling your story, and like I said, I definitely totally see you cooking up something with that plant in the background. That's a whole nother mix. That's some Martha Bieber, Snoop Dogg type. Yes,
Doobie was like, damn, it's crazy you said
yes,
that.
Sir.
Doobie, we had a conversation. He was like, dude, if you do a whole project,
tap into that.
Yeah, if you do a whole project about just your food, quit doing the street shit.
Yeah.
Fuck the street shit.
Yeah.
Talk about all your food and all the recipes and all that. You got a hit. You got a thing. So I've been cooking. I've been in the lab. That's the Chef Shob RD thing was first. I've been in the lab. I got some other stuff I got going on, but I've been in the lab. I've been really trying to come up with something to entertain you, but at the same time educate you. Like just keep it all in that same thing. Because the Chef Shob RD song wasn't that. The Chef Shob RD song was still street.
Right.
If you listen to it, it still got a little street
little
to
twist in it.
Yeah.
Well, I want to go ahead and give the viewers a little something. The next song that you brought with us, this is another single. I want to thank everybody that's still tapped in with us.
Right.
Appreciate you peeping game here tonight.
Right.
We got Shob Rob in the building. I want to call him Chef.
You
Shob
can.
RD.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
We got him in the building, y'all.
A man with many names.
New music. We're having a great conversation. I hope you guys are appreciating the conversation. Definitely want to thank everybody that's tuned in on the World Wide Web, hype-radio.com, and the TuneIn app. We appreciate you. We're going to go ahead and get into it. The next song is called Gas. Now, first, I want to ask you, who is this produced, and is anybody else featured on this with you?
This is 104 bars, straight through, no hook. This is a shot at somebody.
Uh-oh. Shots fired.
Shots fired. Somebody, I was living in Vegas at the time. Somebody said something about me, and it made me go to the lab and write this whole entire thing.
All right, well, y'all better stay tuned, peep game, listen in, and we going to see what the boy talking about. Go ahead and drop that.
Shout out to Cadillac Mike for recording me down there in Las Vegas on the vocals. The producer is just, fuck, I forget the production name. Damn, I can't remember it. But I got the beat off the internet. I just can't remember the production.
Nobody can smash me, pass me. I'm in my own zone like that white boy from Home Alone. Any folk, any static guy, sunroof your dome. If the people get involved, you can watch me get gone. And God taking a thumb. Just a memory, all you niggas history. I started out in science, but I stepped it up to chemistry. Can you fake rappers? I'll put you out to misery. S-Block, 100 gang. I'm really what them niggas be. I ain't no silly shit. I'm really shooting triggers, B. Murder the whole squad. I'm really on the killing spree. Murder my old broad. All she really get is deep. Break her for cash and she gets no
I performed this too.
Epiphany, a song, a symphony. No subliminal message. I say specifically. Straight to your face, and I don't need the Hennessy. The game is to me. You can call it a remedy. Took time for my family. Now I'm back in the booth. Destroy my opponent when I bring you the truth. Steady eating off the cutty. You niggas is loose. Playing duck, goose. His name's Shob Rob. I'm clean like soap, and I done sold more ice cream than a root beer float. Shot the rap game with 1,000-watt oats. Bring myself back like Peyton Manning did the coach. Didn't use Dre to put out my work, and I'm related to J Diggs and Kilo Kurt. I'm from the same turf. Doobie, Turfmatic, rest easy instigator. We still wreak havoc. This dude talking funny. He's speaking on the crest. He better watch his mouth, bullets rip through flesh. He better protect his body. Better get him a vest.
That boy Mark gonna end up a bloody mess.
Back to the fast flow, stacking the head dough. I burn like a fire. I'm hot as Tabasco. Money my desire, get it out El Paso. Rapping hella loud, people call me an asshole. Music my life is this music. Trash ass rappers, a lot of y'all misuse it. No bars that mumble rap, don't listen to none of that. And ain't did shit, you little young ass thundercat. This time I'm busting back. Don't call me crack, I live by the code, absolutely never rat. Sit down, do the time like a man, that is that. Then bounce out home, get on, get your strap. Rim drop, sheather in her broadcasting. Really get your ass big. Yeah, she got money, but she got her ass lit. Rim shots fired, nigga got her ass hit. The president's fucking bad, his cabinet is fucking sad. Asian and Korean dudes, Fist Boys,
And all the stuff that I'm saying
shit is
is
about
going
to
on
drag.
at the
Y'all
time.
voted for the trend, tell him to give up a fucking bag. Nothing be holding me.
While I was
Fucking
in
notice me. I write my own verses. I'm dope like a quarter key. Spit it with no hook and I can write it and make it breathe.
Eat any rapper, just watch how your nigga feeds. Animal watch the cage, crest side, and I've been a beast. My bread gon' rise and I don't even need to use. Try and take what's mine, and it ain't no screaming piece. Knock your ass down,
Bust your right, your fucking teeth. Won't give you the time of day.
Vallejo, I rep the bay. Ground you like beef, I get off slop-a-lay. Closer to my dream, but my name not Guampale.
I'm all around the board, you can call it Monopoly.
Rock 'em, sock 'em, I make 'em say. My legacy here to stay. Shob Morimoto, Iron Chef of the bite me. I'm name brand, just do like Nike. Straight to the rim, I slam like Mikey. Versatile film like Cajun, I'm spicy. I rap for other rappers. Top chef masters produce me a movie, and I'ma be the actor, do all the groundwork, and I'ma be the tractor. So when the money comes, I'm the only actor. The bread is all mine and only I'ma eat the crackers. Bitch, gas, all the way through. Now, when I recorded the song,
yeah, you heard it here. That's that gas, baby. Shob Rob, he just dropped one on us, and it was a lot. He was saying a lot in that, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you break it down, because he was ready to go ahead and break it down for me, but I'm like, hey, say it, because the people want to hear what you gotta say. Give us some insight on that.
It was a guy, no names, I don't promote garbage, but it was a guy that said something to me that triggered all of that. And at the time, a lot of the stuff that I was saying as far as during the president and all of that, he was going through it with the Asian over there, and Nicki Minaj had the photo thing had happened with Nicki Minaj where her ass was actually hanging low, and all of that with Future on the thing. So I did a spin and play off of that as far as wordplay, and we're just throwing that in there. So that's it. Just was a lot of different feelings and animosity towards what that person had said to me.
Right.
And I felt like, you know, since you want to say I can't rap, here goes some gas for you.
Okay. Well, shit. You did. And you know, you touched on that Messy Mars situation.
He had a picture out there with bullet holes and Cuddy face. Yeah, and it rubbed me the wrong way, so I went right to the booth. That's where that came from. Right to the booth with it. The Cuddy, the little Thundercat thing, the young Thundercat thing, and this is no disrespect to that group, SOB. The reason why I said that in there is because at the time, I didn't know who the little nigga was, the little group was or whatever, and they was repping the S Block. Yeah. I'm from Simonton Street. Right. How the hell you rep the S Block? That shit threw me for a loop. I was like, what? Wait. Yeah. I sold crack on that corner. Wait a minute. Yeah. I don't remember y'all out there. So that's why I said you little niggas ain't did shit, but they have done some things because in their music, you know, they took the Crest to another level as far as on the tour with Hanny and all of that. Yeah. So it wasn't a big shot or step on their toes. It was just more so, nigga, y'all ain't did shit on Simonton Street, so you can watch that shit. Right. I understand. You know, I went to jail on that street, nigga, for years. I did 25 years on that block. My mama she didn't cut the umbilical cord, but her water broke with me on the toilet on Simonton Street.
He's sensitive about his block.
Man, it's on my arm.
Okay.
It's on the arm, man.
I understand it. So, dope music. I appreciate you dropping the music here. We definitely always look forward to local talent. When I say local talent, that's from Sac all the way to the Bay. You know what I'm saying? Shining that spotlight on all the talent. So I hope you guys appreciate the new sounds y'all heard tonight. I want to just touch with you real quick, since we know Dre passed, you know what I'm saying? It's been 16 years. Ooh. You understand what I'm saying?
Long 16.
And a long one. And November 1st, you know, and I know that you did your show and paying homage and memory and all that good stuff. I was able to tap in for a tidbit. I appreciate you doing that. I want to ask you just a couple of questions. When that day happened, how did that impact you and how did it change you?
It made me, at first I didn't believe it. Right. I was in Davis. I was in Davis writing a song. Shout out to Decon, he doing time right now. I was writing a verse. And it was a shame how y'all crossed Decon. He's a known facker. Thought he didn't have backer. You'll get hit with the splacker. However my wordplay was, but then I switched it. I got the call from Jesse Lee. Shout out Jesse Lee. Jesse Lee called me and said, Cuddy. I said, no, right? It was one of them, no. Right. And he, lying. And when I say you lying, Cuddy, when I say Jesse flared up fast, 0 to 60, nigga, I ain't never lied about. And I was like, whoa, this is it.
Because it was rumors and we got
the thing with the thing and all of that on the radio and all that. The rumor, me, Joe, and Melissa Beck, the white little broad I was doing my thing with, we see Cuddy was in the green Range Rover. We was at the Chuck E. Cheese, where Chuck E. Cheese was at. The Cuddy jumps out the thing and throw the T up at me and Joe. We all out the window, Cuddy! Because he's just on the radio saying he had this pass. So we,
yeah, I remember.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
I didn't believe that night. I'm on, first thing, I'm on 9 pills.
Goddamn.
Zapped.
Again, he's lucky to be here with all the shit he done stirred up and been doing. Look, mouth twitch on, look.
Zap!
Mouth bent up.
Zap! I was
gritting.
Oh man, my teeth almost broke that night, I think.
Good Lord.
Anyway, so I got the call, Jess. We go through that and we pack up everything. Davis, we get the hell out of there. Man, we gotta go. I'm like, Cuddy, we gotta go.
How did it change you though?
It made me want to do what I'm doing now. It made me step up to my full capabilities.
Entrepreneurship.
Oh man, it was gonna happen anyway.
Yeah.
Cause I was already talking to Jay fairly close. Like I was next to him, like I'm next to you, and I was in his Benz. I would go to the studio over in West Haven.
Right.
I would sit and play what's that with the 2 TVs? What the fuck? Blitz. And I would pick his brain. Yeah, I would pick his. I would pick his brain.
Rikers Island.
I would pick his brain.
Yeah.
And that's what him passing away. I left the state. I went to Boise, where my brother was at. I left out of the state at the time, and I had to regroup because it broke me down.
Yeah.
Dre was like a real big influence.
Absolutely. And if you could just give us one thing that you hold near and dear, whether it was something that he said to you, whether it's something that you have a memorabilia,
He told me to get a gun.
He told you to strap up.
He told me to go get a gun.
Okay.
I will never not listen. I listen to that every day. As soon as he said go get a gun, he was like, because I was in the Benz with him. We was going to Walter Zelnick's office in City Hall, and and I was in the back seat, and he passed me the backwood, and as he passed me the backwood, he was like, Rob. He didn't call me Shob, none of that. Rob, my name was just Rob.
Right.
Rob, you need to get a gun, and he passed me the weed.
Yeah. Dre.
That's what Dre told me. I had to get a gun.
Yeah. Somebody asked, I gotta just answer one question. We had a few questions out here. Somebody said, boy, tell us about that high. 9 pills? I think he kind of told y'all. He's here. He's still here. He said he almost broke a tooth.
I was up. I was, you know how you on pills and you drinking Hennessy, you drinking all of, you drinking like a fucking
you
fish.
lucky to be alive.
Well, I mean, you know, my tolerance, because my mama was, she was on crack. You know, my mama was, you know, on crack.
Babies,
yeah, my mom was on crack, so, you know, I'm a crack baby. You know what I'm saying? So my tolerance for narcotics, if you will, was designer drugs at that. You know what I mean? So it was pills was the thing. If you wasn't on a pill around Dre, get the hell away from him.
What are you doing?
I'm telling you, shrooms and pills. If you didn't have, man, listen, Dre was a big influence, man, in so many different ways. Not just because of his music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I talked to him regularly, like a human. Everybody else talked to him because he was on the Mac Dre thing.
Right.
You know, I didn't have to talk to him on the Mac Dre thing. I talked to him, Andre Hicks.
Right.
Or you know.
Right.
Dre, when he first got out of the feds, real quick, we was on Sawyer Street. I called myself Mac Rob.
Who didn't?
Right.
Who did put Mac before their name?
Right.
But here's what I want to do. Look, we got him cracking up. So, you know, we've come into the close of our hour. I know we could go on and on and on.
Definitely.
I definitely appreciate you coming to the Queen's table.
Yeah, definitely.
And the stories, oh my God.
Man, the stories is there,
We didn't even get to finish the stories when it was on your show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely. So you guys got to take a peek in and get the background on his journey, what he has coming on. I want to allow you the opportunity to be able to plug yourself. We want your socials. We want to know what's next for you, how to get your music. Come on, let the people know.
Right now, I'm in transition to putting everything on fucking iTunes, Spotify, and all of the outlets out there. Right now, you can just go on YouTube, check out the audio only. I'm actually getting ready to shoot Chef Shob RD.
The podcast?
No, the video to the song.
Oh shit!
I'm actually gonna do it in the kitchen and do the whole little thing. I got an idea.
Animation.
Yeah, I want to show y'all some stuff, my creativity. Look forward to that. But anything on YouTube is out there right now. So check everything out, and you can go on Cutthroat Radio Podcast. You can get all that stuff over there as well. I got some merch real quick before we go.
Okay. Look, one of the viewers said, give him another 30 minutes. We won't. I know, but we got to pay the bills. So
anyway,
you have to catch him another time. I suggest that you tune in to Cutthroat Radio podcast.
Y'all can come over to Cutthroat. Real quick, I have merch, sweaters, and shirts. If y'all want sweaters and shirts, nigga, come on, hit me. Come over to Cutthroat Radio. I'll tell y'all the prices.
Alright, so we got all your social plugs.
Yeah, hold on real quick. IG, Shob Rob, Chef Shob RD, IG, and Chef Shob RD, Facebook, all that stuff. Y'all know all that stuff. Y'all already follow me. Y'all know where it's at. I post the shit every day, so just, tune in.
Yes.
It's all good.
Yes, okay.
Thank you for having me, Ja. I appreciate being here. Hype Radio, man. You know what I'm saying? Hype Radio. And I'm hype. CUTTHOAT.
He definitely that. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I see your comments. We appreciate you guys. If I could give you an extra 2 hours, I would. But like I said, Cutthroat Radio is where to hear your boy. If you enjoy the conversation and you want to hear more about his journey and what all he got going on, he's excited. I give it to him. He's animated. He has a lot to talk about. So make sure you guys tune in next week. It is the Queen's Table. It's Hype Radio. I have another great guest. You'll get some more music, some more singing. I have a singer that'll be coming on. So make sure you stay tuned in. Tell a friend about the Queen's Table. You guys be safe this weekend, all right? Yeet!